Yo, what up, though? Subscribe to my channel. Like this video and leave a comment. The Minnesota Vikings is at the crib against the 49ers, man. Sam versus Brock Purdy. This is where everybody been looking for, man. We all seen what the 49ers did last night to the worthless Jets, man. The Jets look slow, old on offense, man. Probably due to their damn quarterback, man. And C-Mac ain't even play for the 49ers. And they still ran for 180 rushing yards, man. A UFDA by the name of Jordan Mason. He had a career high 28 carries, man. No running back ever had that many carries in one game under Kyle Shanahan, man. He ran for 147 rushing yards, one touchdown, and he averaged 5.3 yards per carry. The Minnesota Vikings need to cut that shit in half. I'm not going to lie to y'all. The Minnesota Vikings need to slow down that run game. I don't know if C-Mac play or not. It don't even matter. If C-Mac do play, hit his ass. Slow down that run game. If the Minnesota Vikings can slow down that run game, we can get this game. But we're going to have to stop that run game. It's going to be a test. It's going to be a nice test. But I like our chances, man. The Minnesota Vikings defense is younger and faster, man. The Minnesota Vikings defense needs to be all over Brock Purdy every time his ass step back. I want somebody in his face. I want to see the pass rush this game come alive. I want the Minnesota Vikings defense to come away with about 2 turnovers, man. I want a fumble and I want an interception, man. I want a running back to fumble the football or Brock Purdy when he think he about to run with the football, light his ass up, get a fumble. The Minnesota Vikings defense is good. I know they beat on the New York Jets, the Giants last in the week, but they defense showed me a little something, man. And I think they can bring that same energy out this week against the 49ers, man. Ain't nobody scared of the 49ers no more. That shit is old, man. And the Minnesota Vikings offense is going to have to show up. They're going to have to show up in a big way, man. The Minnesota Vikings offensive line is going to have to play better against this defense, man. They played okay against the Giants, but this the San Francisco 49ers, man. They defense is a little different, especially on that defense line and that linebacker core. But they corners, I'm not in love with, man. I feel like our wide receiver can get the best of them corners. And I know Jot not going to play Jordan Addison, but I like Jalen Naylor. I think Jalen Naylor is low-key a secret weapon for the Minnesota Vikings against the 49ers defense, man. And I think Thrisha Jackson is going to have a nice little game, too, against that defense, man. Sam Darnold is going to have to throw the ball to the right person, man. Sam Darnold is going to need a little bit more time to throw the football, man. The time he had against the Giants, we might need a second or two more against this defense, man. I know he was throwing the ball good with pressure in his face, but I don't want that much pressure in his face against the 49er defense, if you know what I'm saying, man. The Minnesota Vikings going to have to run the football on this defense, man. Aaron Jones should have nothing less than 20 carries against that defense, man. I don't care if he had 20 carries for 70 rushing yards. Run the football. I don't want to see C.J. Ham with no type of run plays, man. Utah Chandler, we got running backs. We don't need C.J. Ham with no type of rush attempt, man. Aaron Jones need a big game against the 49ers, man. And I want to see Aaron Jones involved more in the pass game, man. The Minnesota Vikings can't come out this game with a W, man, because the Vikings have weapons on offense. And Sam Darnold looked like he know what to do with the damn football, man. Throw the football to your playmakers, man. And we need to get Justin Jefferson involved in the offense, KOC. I don't care. You got to get JJ the ball out of the backfield. Justin Jefferson needs the football in his hands against that defense, man. And the Minnesota Vikings can win this football game. But the Vikings is going to have to play this week, man. The shit last week, yeah, that was nice and cool and cute. But this is a different beast, man. The San Francisco 49ers got Super Bowl aspiration. And the Minnesota Vikings is an NFC opponent, man. The Minnesota Vikings want to come out this game with a W, man. That means the Vikings will be 2-0, and they also will be 2-0 inside of the NFC. This is a big game for the Minnesota Vikings, man. It might come down later on during the season and bite somebody in the ass, whoever loses this football game, man. But the Vikings can't come out this game if the O and D line do their damn job. Let's get to W, man. Brock Purdy don't scare nobody, man. And Brock Purdy will give the Minnesota Vikings defense a chance to get the football. The Vikings are going to have to come down with the football. Gilmore might get his first interception as the Minnesota Vikings this week against Brock Purdy, man. Brock Purdy is not that damn good at throwing the football, man. His receivers just be wide open in the middle of the damn field, man. And the Minnesota Vikings corners is going to have to play better against the pass team in the 49ers, man. The 49ers love to run the football real good, And every now and then, sprinkle them play action passes and throw the football, man. The Minnesota Vikings need to be on top of that shit. And we need to know where Debo at all times. Number one needs to be accounted for, man. Because Debo could be in the backfield or he could be at the receiver spot. We need to know where Debo is at. Because Debo at any time can wreck a football game, man. I know last night he ain't played that good, but he still scored. Had 50-something receiving yards and 20-something rushing yards on the ground. The Minnesota Vikings needs to know where he at. Brandon Ayuk, Gilmore, that's your job. I want to see Gilmore all over Brandon Ayuk this week against the 49ers. Nobody else. I'll take Griffin probably. But other than that, nobody else should be covering Brandon Ayuk, man. Them two corners should be covering either Brandon Ayuk or Debo at all times, man. And the Minnesota Vikings need to unleash Dallas Turner. I want to see Dallas Turner rushing the football a little bit more. Gennard, I want to see a big game out of you two, man. I want to see you pressure Brock Purdy ass like you never pressured a quarterback before in the NFL. The Minnesota Vikings got weapons on defense and offense, man. The Minnesota Vikings can come away with a W if we protect the football. O-line do their job. The defense line do their job. And the Vikings will beat the 49ers, man. But y'all let me know in the comment section below, man. Who do you feel had the edge this week when the 49ers travel to Minnesota?